Then they decided, 2020 May that we need to have like Indian and classy like in the same name, so they came up with IndiNoir.
Tell me a little bit more about PerfumeBaba. Tell us a little bit about how did PerfumeBaba start and how did that transition move to India?
So PerfumeBaba was the original company. When Sarfraz and Farhan is the main guy who's like responsible for most of our fragrances.
Right.
When Sarfraz and Farhan first started IndiNoir, it was like a hobby kind of thing. Because Farhan used to work as a civil engineer on like big projects and everything, right?
Oh, right.
He used to design perfumes for himself, for the laborers, for the site supervisor, all of that. Like these are completely different strata of society, right?
Exactly.
But the labor, they would buy like 2,500, 3,000 worth of perfume from Farhan and go home and take as gifts. Where the site supervisor would buy like 5,000, 6,000 worth of perfume and take to his house. Sarfraz saw that and he was like, yeah, there's potential over here. There's no real fragrance in the market that is like designed for India. And Farhan can clearly do that. He clearly has broad appeal with his fragrances and everything. Let's see if this turns into something. So like they did it as a hobby at first, eventually. Then it turned into, people just really loving it, buying like 100 fragrances at once and all of that for, corporate orders and all that. And so then they decided to, formalize it into a company. And that first company was PerfumeBaba. And the first fragrance that they had was Equator. Though I think the first successful fragrance that they had was Fresh Dive Men, which is, what we have even right
And
now.
that still exists.
Yeah, of course. People basically love their fragrances. It spread through word of mouth, but of course, word of mouth was harder when your name was PerfumeBaba, because nobody wants to say I'm wearing PerfumeBaba. Like they love the fragrance. You want to say I'm wearing a Dior or a Chanel. Then they decided, 2020 May that, it's better if we change the name. We need to have like Indian and classy like in the same name, so they came up with IndiNoir. Tanmay was responsible for the name for IndiNoir.